don't need to be stressing. He never gave up on me.
What's good, Michelle? Thanks for joining the live. Go in the chat box. Put in where you calling from and who invited you to the call. We appreciate you coming on. All right, my man King is coming all the way from the ATL.
Let's go.
Aston was invited by Ari. He's calling out of Indiana.
Let's go.
He never gave up on me. His promises he'll always keep. He paid the price just for me. Gave him right on, now I'm free. Woke up this morning, I got up and prayed. I'm thanking you, Lord, for another good day.
All right, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let you know my name is Casper Harris, and I'm calling all the way from Ohio. And my man Bertram, right there.
What's going on, people?
That way. My man Bertram all the way from Florida, getting it in with us. And we're gonna set this night off to give you some great information, something that's life-changing, something that can make you your own boss, to get away from the 9 to 5. So are you ready to take that leap of faith? Are you ready to start your own business, be your own boss? Well, this is the call to wake you up to that source right there. And we got some great, phenomenal people on this call tonight.
Absolutely.
Many leaders that's going to give you some great information. So without further ado, let me introduce our speaker tonight. My man Preston R. Harris, the Master Builder. He's a visionary leader who inspired people to believe in themselves and unlock their full potential. A recipient of the prestigious Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award in 2023, Preston is an accomplished author and a recipient of numerous entrepreneurs' honors and recognition. He is the owner and founder of Master Builders Production, a creator of Elevating Black, the Hunters Mastermind. He's an ambassador for the African Women's Empowerment Forum, and he's partnered with the VIP Socio, and he serves as the promotional marketing director for Fidelity Wealth Group in Atlanta, Georgia. Beyond his professional achievement, Preston takes pride, the greatest pride, in being a devoted father to his 2 incredible children, Legend Preston and Jackson Love Harris, because you know we represent that Harris bloodline, you know what I mean? That's his greatest inspiration and legacy. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you all my man, Preston R. Harris, the Master.
What's going on, Casper? What's going on, team? How y'all living? How y'all living? How y'all doing? I'm excited, ignited. We're about to get down tonight. So I'm excited for you. What's up, Bertram? What's up, Casper? What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, Sharita. All our guests. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just excited because we get to talk about legacy. That's one of our favorite things to talk about on this call. So as you're getting ready for this call tonight, and as you invite your guests, and as you got people coming in, I want you to think about something. I want you to take the time to write something down. Like, how does this fit into your legacy? That's the question. Even if you're an agent on this call, how does this fit into your legacy? How does this time period fit into your legacy? What are you going to do with this time? How is this going to impact your family? So I'm very excited to be with you tonight. My name is Preston R. Harris. I go by the Master Builder. I'm the guy who gets you to believe in you. And this is our time today just to talk about leaving a legacy. And so when we get started, we are with PHP, an integrity company out of the Wealth Academy. We are members of Fidelity Wealth Group, and we are just excited to have you here with us tonight. So the question that we want to talk about, and we're going to start off with, is your money safe in its current home? Is your money safe? So what we find out is people have their money in 4 different homes. They have it either in the bank, in the market, in real estate. And then that last home where people have their money is often life insurance. So as we get ready for this call, we want to just, I like interactive calls. We like to talk. We like to have things open. So we want to talk about these different homes for money. And when we're looking at these 4 homes for money, we're looking at 4 different things. Is my money safe? Is it liquid? Meaning, do I have access to it? Can I get to it? Is it growing? And then what are the tax advantages to having my money in that place? So I think all of us probably have money in the bank. Aaron, I'm gonna go to you. Aaron, how, if you got your money in the bank, how safe do you feel like your money is? Go ahead and unmute.
I think my money is it protects my FDI. If I'm not mistaken. So it's not safe. It's not safe outside of that.
Okay. So there's a amount of safety there that you have with the bank.
Yeah, some safety.
Some safety. Okay. Is it you got the liquidity? It's liquid. You can get to it if you need to. Would you agree?
Up to 250,000 of it.
Yeah. Okay. And does it grow in the bank?
Yeah, at a slow rate, a very slow rate.
Yeah, about a 1.1% growth rate to your savings account. You get a nice 1%. That's going to get you through inflation and everything that's going on right now. That's perfect. All right. And then what tax
Of course
advantages
not.
do you
Of
have
course
to get putting your money in the bank?
None to my knowledge.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's, but a lot of us have our money in the bank, right? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
hey, we got to. I got my money in the bank. I can't
I
lie.
got my money in the bank too.
All right. So thanks, Aaron. I appreciate you. Go ahead and put your contact information in the chat so everybody can get in touch with you. So Bertram, I know you got some money in the market. I know you got some money in the markets. So Bertram, how safe is your money in the market right now?
Not safe at all. Matter of fact, people losing money. Matter of fact, the other day, I think the market was down by 46%.
Ooh, now that's a little scary there. That's a little scary.
If you got an account on the market right now at $1 million, you just lost $460,000.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. So, all right, not the safe. How liquid is your money in the bank?
And you mean on the market? It's not liquid at all.
Excuse me.
It's not liquid at all. You got to sell it. You got to figure out how to move it. You got to figure out what account it needs to go to. You got all kinds of rules of getting it out. So, especially if you got a retirement account on the market, man, you're going to have extra tax penalties pulling it out. They're going to have all kinds of stipulations. If you want to borrow it, sometimes you can't even borrow it. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, I got it. So not the most liquidity, but I can grow in the market, right? I can get the growth in the market.
You got the potential for growth, but there's ebbs and flows. And don't you know the flows count more than the ebbs? So when it's up,
all right.
Up.
And then are there tax advantages?
You jumping, but when it drops, it takes you a lot longer to get back up to where you were before after it drops.
That is true. That is very true. I'll give you that. That is very true. And then what tax advantages do I get?
None. Or it depends. If it's a retirement account, you get a few tax advantages. But if it's a liquid money account where you just put cash in it, ain't no tax advantages at all.
Okay, I got you. Thank you for that, Bertram. Go ahead and put your contact information in the chat. If you don't know Bertram the man, you need to get in touch with Bertram. He's that dude. I want you to hold on, let's go back. Who here has real estate? Does anybody on the call have some real estate?
I had some, but I ain't got it now.
All right, Casper, tell me about this real estate that you had.
Well, as far as being married, having a wife and kids, and buying a house and all that good stuff. The rates, it sets you up either with a 30-year fixed rate, or you can have a flex rate. And so the great thing about having a fixed rate is that you know what's going to come out month after month, for your mortgage payment. And then, if you get on that flex payment, You know, that's fluctuate up and down, up and down, up and
Yeah.
down, just like the stock market. So,
Yeah.
you know, your best rate is to go with a fixed rate. But as far as having real estate, you know, we tried to flip a home before, and that didn't go too well as far as in the market, because you know you have to make sure that the area that you're flipping the house in and buying real estate on, you got to make sure the property value is going up in that area. So
Hmm.
you're either going to win money or you're going to lose money from that alone.
Yeah. I mean that's very true. That's very true. What about liquidity? You know, was it very liquid?
Uh, yes and no. Because the thing is that, you know, as far as building equity in it,
Okay.
um, you keeping the money that you put into it to renovate it and to flip it and to add value to the house. That's the only way that you're going to get some liquidity out of it.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. So having some equity in it, and
Mhm.
it does grow though. If I do have a house and my property
Yeah.
values go up, I can get some growth.
Well, it still go according to the neighborhood. Because
Okay.
if the house, you know how they go when a realtor go and show you a house, they show you other comps in the neighborhood. So
Yeah.
if the property value is going up in the comps, then that's more, you know, value for your home as far as you flipping it and renovating it and all that stuff. And then you
Mhm.
build that equity out of that from the renovation of it. But you know, it all goes within the comps in the area as far as the value of the house.
Okay. All right. So, but I get some tax advantages. I do get some tax advantages with the house.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Okay. All right. All
You
right. I
do.
just wanted to get, I know,
Not much, but you
we
do.
want to have a little bit in everything, you know. So I'm not saying we want to have something in all four homes, you know what I'm saying? So that's wonderful. And so when we look at life insurance, do I have any agents on the call? Anybody who's a part of the team who could just kind of share the advantages that you get with having life insurance, having money in the life insurance home? All right. Well, I'll talk about it. That's fine. See, the reason why we like to have our money in the life insurance home is because we get the safety. Life insurance has been around for over 2,000 years, right? The market has never crashed. So you have a guaranteed contract with these companies that you're going to get the money that they say they're going to pay out. All right. So if you sign the contract, if I pay my premium, you are going to pay the whatever you say on that contract. The number two reason is because it is liquid. When you think about estates and you think about all these different things, a lot of things don't happen because people don't have life insurance in place. And so you see all these people going through all these estate challenges and stuff like that when their money and their assets could be liquid if they had them in life insurance. Furthermore, when you think about 401ks and things of that nature, we have our money in 401ks, but we get penalized when we bring it out. Instead, when you put it in life insurance, you could take a loan against your own money and it comes out of your death benefit, so you don't even have to pay it back. So you have some different liquidity when it comes to your life insurance. The growth is amazing because I put my money in index universal life policies where I can overfund them and skip my taxes and make money tax free. So there's so much growth that you can get. And with annuities, you have guaranteed rates. So this is great. It's a great place for your money. And there's great tax advantages because it's growing tax free. So where would you leave your money? That's the question that we're going to ask today. I'm thinking about your legacy. How does this fit into your legacy? All right, let's go. What we're going to talk about today is just who we are, why insurance. We are licensed insurance agents. That is what we do. We're going to talk about the products that we offer, how our agents get paid, and how to get started in our presentation. And what I want you to see is what is the mission, right? What is the mission? When you come in and if you think about working with us, if you're thinking on this call, we want one of three things for you. We want you to either get a policy for you and your family. Get a policy for you and your family, something that you can use to build generational wealth. We want you to come work with us. We want you to be a part of our team and come on our mission and our crusade with us. Or we want you to tell somebody who needs this information, hey, I know these people, you need to get with them because this is the information that you need. Okay, those are our three things that we're going to do because this is our mission, millions. And that mission looks like this. Let me see if we can get it. Millions of people served, millions of lives changed, and millions of dollars made. Okay? I want you to unmute real quick and I want you to say it with me. Okay? What's the mission? Millions.
Millions of people served,
Millions of
Millions of
millions of
lives
lives
changed,
changed,
Millions of lives saved.
millions of dollars made.
Millions of dollars made. I can't see your head was in the way.
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. What's the mission?
Mission is
Millions.
millions.
Millions
Millions
of
of people
served,
served,
millions
millions of lives changed,
millions
millions of dollars made.
made. How does that feel when you say that?
Phenomenal.
How does that feel as your mission?
Like I want
That's
it.
what we're about here. Okay. So I want you to see how that fits into your legacy. And as we talk about what we talk about, how is this mission of millions going to fit into your legacy? And how is it going to help you? All right. Because if it doesn't help you, it doesn't make sense for you to be putting your time into it. All right. We work with the Wealth Academy. That is who we partner with. We're out of Fidelity Wealth Group. We're an office out of there. The Wealth Academy was founded by Ellis and Jasmine Suazo. They built a multi-million-dollar company in a year and a half. They have about 5 offices across the United States. So we have other offices that we work with in different places. And then they have over 2,000 licensed agents. So you're coming into a system, an office, a business, a team that is already thriving. We are the number one producers. So I want you to know that that's who you're coming into. The thing that attracted me to this company and attracted me to this, to them as coaches was the core values: faith, family, finance, fitness, fun. Those are 5 things I can get down with. And so these are the conversations that we're having. These are the things that we're talking about. This is what I'm surrounding myself with. So I'm going to ask yourself, if you want to be a millionaire, are you surrounding yourself with $1 million people who can pour into you? These are some of the people they surround themselves with. This is where we're getting our coaches from. They are PHP. We are PHP. So Patrick David there, he runs a podcast. You can check out his podcast. But this is who our coaches are surrounding ourselves with. And our team is the number one team in the Wealth Academy. Furthermore, we are a PHP company. PHP started in 2009 with 66 agents. Now they have over 70,000 agents. Patrick David is the founder. We also partner with Integrity, one of the biggest buyers of life insurance out there. You have Dr. Damian Flagler. You'll see her on Fear Factor. And she brought in Dr. Belinda Sanders, who is our upline, who is our coach. She brought me in about February of 2026. And ever since I've been in this business with February 2026, we've been rocking. She said, P, I just want you to run with me. I got an opportunity. I want you to run with me. Just can you just run with me? And I had a yes spirit. And so I just followed. And when you have that yes spirit and you just take your ego out of it and say, I'm just going to follow the lead. I'm just going to do what they asked me to do. It's put money in my pocket, and it's put money in people that I know's pocket. So I'm grateful for it. I'm excited about it. And we're going to change the world with this thing. All right. So why get into life insurance? There's a great wealth transfer. All right. So $84 trillion is about to transfer within the next 20 years. For the first time in history, there is more 60-year-olds than 16-year-olds. So what does that mean for us? Okay. There's assets that are being transferred. Okay, you got homes, retirement accounts, businesses, investments, life insurance proceeds, and the wealth is moving to children, spouses, grandchildren, future generations, charitable donations. A lot of this money is going to be lost because people don't know what to do with it. There's families that are going to be unprepared when these transfers happen. And the question is your family going to be prepared when it's time to transfer? We're not doing no GoFundMe's in our community, in our group. There should be no one around you who does a GoFundMe, because you're here. So you have the information to be able to give to them. So that way you can make sure it doesn't happen. So that's what it means for us as a community. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about the opportunity. There's one life insurance agent for every 750 people. Only one. So there's a huge need for life insurance agents right now because so much wealth is getting ready to transfer. Who is the one who's going to help it transfer? All right. So when we look at that, the need for agents, and this is the opportunity, and this is what we do. No estate strategy, no liquidity, poor inheritance. All of these things are what people are really dealing with after some tragedy happens in their family, after somebody gets sick in their family. This is what they're dealing with. Okay. But what we need them to have is guidance, education, somebody they can call and they can trust. So that way they can make sure their family is taken care of and their future and their legacy is taken care of. That's where you step in. All right. Somebody, I want to know, does anybody recognize any of these carriers that I have on the screen?
Yeah, National Life Group, F&G, Mutual Omaha.
Okay. Tell me some of the things you know about them, Casper.
Well, for one, National Life Group, they're a very reputable company. They have a A+ rating and a A1 rating across the board from AM Best. They paid out all the claims for the Titanic, so that gives them so much leverage in this business to be a very credible insurance carrier that a lot of people rely on, and they have some of the best products that's out there.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else recognize any other companies or anything like that? I know the one when I saw this presentation, the one that I recognized before I got into the industry was Mutual of Omaha. I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, so I know where Mutual of Omaha is. I know where the office is. So you think about these companies, you really don't see a lot of commercials for these companies, do you? You don't see a whole lot of ads or anything like that because there's different ways that you can market and advertise life insurance. They need agents, people like you, to go out and educate people because that's the way they get the word out. So what an opportunity for you to utilize your skill set, utilize the people that you already know to help them get something that's going to change their lives. That's the mission, right? So I just want you to think about that. Who do you know who needs this information? All right. We focus on permanent insurance, term insurance for mortgage protection. So if there's a house or something like that you have, we focus on term for that to make sure you have the money to be able to take care of that. And also all of our policies that we promote have living benefits. So should you get injured or should you become terminally ill, it's going to pay out 80 to 90% of that policy to you. So you can make sure you can handle that with your family, whether there be medical expenses, whatever it is, you have the funds available to handle that. Our company also focuses on indexed and fixed annuities, making sure people get the right things in health and debt solutions. Real quick, I want to see, Dr. Larissa was telling me about this earlier. I'm going to ask this question. How many bank accounts do you have?
I got about 6.
You got about 6? Anybody else?
I got 4.
You got 4? I
got about 5.
5? Okay. Okay. All right. So who is that? Ivory, you got something?
I have 4.
4? Okay. All right. If you do not have 4 bank accounts, there's no way for you to be a millionaire. Because they only insure up to $250,000 in each account. So you have to have at least 4 bank accounts to be a millionaire. So those people who have more than 4 bank accounts, you already on the way. You prepared. Because this is what the banks are doing. The banks are taking the money that you put into the bank and they're putting it in life insurance assets. So Bank of America has over 24 billion life insurance assets that they actively have. So if the banks are putting their money there, why aren't you? And why didn't they tell us that they were putting their money there in the first place? What an opportunity for you to be able to share this information with the people who need it.
By the way,
Go ahead, Bertram.
I said, by the way, the people who needs it is your friends and family.
was me. It was me. I'm not even
Exactly.
gonna sit here in front like I was so great. I had a bunch of insurance. No, it was me. You know what I'm saying? It was me saying, like, do I really, if something happened to me today, what is going to happen to my family? What is going to happen to my two children? You know, that's a real conversation that I had to have with myself. I can't sit here in this industry and not and promote this and not practice what I preach. And so that's the beauty of what we're doing, is because I feel better about myself. I feel better about what I do because I'm taking the time to protect my family and practice what I preach. So what is an annuity? An annuity is an insurance product designed to pay out a lump sum or a stream of payments to an individual. Annuities offer accumulation, crediting, and distribution options. So when we're talking about annuities, whoa. Let's go back. We have three types of annuities. With us as life insurance agents, we can only help you with two of them. We can do fixed annuities and we can do indexed annuities. Both of those, all annuities play off the market. You put the money in and they put it into the stock market and they give you a guaranteed return. That's the thing about annuity. It is a contract. This is my principal that I am putting in. I will never lose my principal ever in an annuity. And an annuity is income for life. So when you think about your 401k, that might run out at some point in time if you retire. So Bertram, I'm going to ask you a question. What would you say is your lifestyle? If you had to give me a number per year.
About 150,000.
150,000. Beautiful number. How long do you want to be retired?
As long as I live.
Okay, so
I definitely want to wait till I'm 65 to retire.
65. And let's say you live about 20 years
Yep.
after 65.
Yep.
So you're going to need $3 million to retire off of if you want to live 20 years.
Minimum. And then you got to think about inflation and incidentals and emergencies and new relationships, and there's a lot that goes on. There's a lot that goes along with that. So I'm going to need more than that. So if my lifestyle is 150 now, I would imagine it's more like 250, 300.
Well,
then.
that's a lot. And I'm going to ask you is, are you going to get that putting your money in a 401k? Are you going to get the returns on that in order to do that in your 401k?
You're not going to do it just with a 401k.
No.
Just
like
okay.
Go ahead.
Everything has its own purpose. All these things are tools, and you can utilize it to the best of your ability. But unless you're using them in concert with all the other things, it's just not going to work. So with a 401k, everything is completely at risk. Whereas in an annuity, like what we're talking about now, none of your money is at risk, unless it's in a variable, which is back on basically a 401k. So the whole purpose of annuity is to protect that money, is to hedge it, and that's the original purpose for it. So that way, when we're trading on a stock market, we're taking out our principal and putting it back into an annuity. Or when we get up to a certain dollar amount, we're selling it out so we can go ahead and dump it into an annuity, so it can still grow comparably to the stock market, just not as fast. But it's guaranteed. But it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
Yeah,
And that was the one thing I wanted to interject earlier when you said that you get a paycheck for life. It's money for life. It's guaranteed money for life. Contractually, you are owed it. You are, what's the word? I'm entitled to it. Once you're in, it's guaranteed.
And we're the only agents that can say that.
We are the only agents that can say guaranteed. So you got to make sure you understand that yes, the stock market is a great tool, and if you do it properly, you're going to make a whole lot of money. But you need to protect your money as well, because it's completely at risk.
100%. Thank you, sir. Aaron, you had a question.
Yeah, so my question is, what which type of annuity gives you the same exact tax advantage as an IUL? Say you have the funds, but you don't have the health to qualify for IUL, which is a tax-free vehicle. What type of annuity would give you the exact same tax advantage?
All right,
And it's a
so
rhetorical question if y'all don't know the answer. It's only one type.
I can help you with that. So with your annuities, you've got both qualified and non-qualified annuities. If you're throwing cash into an annuity, you're not going to get the same tax advantages as an IUL, because an IUL is considered a retirement account, even though we're giving it after-tax dollars, because it's insurance. So an annuity, if you're doing a non-qualified annuity, you're going to get taxed on a growth because you've already been taxed on the money that's been put in. So say, for example, you put $100,000 in, it grows to $200,000. You're going to get taxed on the additional $100,000 when you pull it out.
What about on a fixed index Roth annuity?
Again, you're going to get taxed on the growth.
Wait,
No. You said a Roth annuity?
Yeah, a fixed index Roth annuity gives you the exact same tax advantage as an IUL. If there's anybody
you caught me on that. Yeah.
Has a family member.
All right, so that's another
who has a family member on this
now
call.
We're getting in.
Who doesn't qualify? You know what I'm saying? For an IUL, you can put them in a fixed index Roth
phenomenal.
Annuity, and it'll give them the same tax advantage.
So what he, for anyone that doesn't understand what he just said, he just brought in a qualified retirement account that you're allowed to put in after tax dollars. There is a limit on how much you can put into it every year, but that's a great tool. Thank you for bringing that up, Aaron. Bro, you are getting so technical in this. It's ridiculous. I'm proud of you, man.
I ain't making no moves. I'm still in my fast start.
You in your preparation phase. You don't worry about that. You're going to make all the money when you get there. It's all right, man. I love it. But yes, so it's a qualified retirement account. What he's talking about is a qualified retirement account annuity that allows you to grow with a tax advantage of a qualified retirement account after tax.
Yeah, that's the only vehicle that allows you the exact same advantage as a IUL. If you have a family member that doesn't have the health to qualify for IUL, or if you're a licensed agent and you run across a client who doesn't have the health to qualify, that's your next best option if they have the funds. Yeah, and so that's just some iron sharpening iron. You know, my brother sister strong at on weak at, my brother sister strong at. So yeah,
Aaron, we gotta put you on the flyer, bro. You out here dropping gems like that. We gotta get you on the flyer, bro.
We're gonna be the Ninja Turtles now.
We gotta get you on the flyer because this is the stuff. This is the type of information that we are exposed to in our industry, and I would have never known that had Aaron not brought that up. Now, when we go back to our clients, we can say, "Oh, well, there's some health issues. They're not going to approve you for this." But guess what? I have another program because my brother Aaron just told me about the what's it called?
The fixed index Roth annuity.
The fixed index Roth annuity, and now I can get you the coverage that you're looking for. So I just appreciate you, and that's why we do what we do, because there's somebody out there who wants some coverage, who needs some coverage, and now Aaron's going to be able to get them taken care of because he did the work. He went and did the research and studied so that way he could put them in the best policy for them. And the reason why we're with the agency that we're with is because we have the ability to do stuff like that. We're with PHP, so we're not, we get to work with everybody. We're not with Northwestern Mutual. We're not with New York Life. We're with PHP. We can do what we need to do. There's no salary. You set your contracts based on your work. There's no quotas, but we do have promotions. There's opportunities for you to increase your commission levels, increase the amount of money you're making based on your work. Okay? This is not multi-level marketing. You do not get paid for signing people up. We need licensed agents to go out there and help people. That's what we need. We need soldiers. We need people who are willing to put the information in the people's hands or invite them to calls like this so we can do it for you. You have a team with this. All right. I'm not by myself. Casper makes amazing flyers. Aaron is super technical. Bertram is just a great relationship person, can help everybody. I need help. I go, Bertram, can you call Tamika? Can you help her do this? And they on the phone getting it done. But you're not by yourself. You have a team. You have something around you. And like, this is not a new thing. Alonzo Herndon, I'm based in Atlanta. Atlanta Life Insurance Company, one of the US's first Black millionaires. The mission is millions because it's been done before. If they could do it back then, why not us now? Why not you? How does this fit into your family's legacy? So I'm going to go to this slide first, actually. Who've been hit by gas prices lately?
Man, gas prices are ridiculous.
Okay. Who could use some extra money in their pocket? Because the economy is not, they're not going to lower the prices. So there's a solution for that. We need to make more. We need to earn more. We need to bring in a little bit more. And so what I'm going to show you real quick is how our agents and our team and our brokers have the opportunity to earn income. And I want you to think about this if you work whatever work you do. Could you get this type of income on your job? And what would you have to do to get this type of income on your job? Should you want to? Would you be in control of getting this type of income on your job? All right. So our part-time agents, a part-time agent who helps 2 families a month and they contribute at least $250 to a life insurance policy. They're going to look at about $2,400 per month. Okay, that's 2 families. 2 families. Would $2,400 a month help you as a licensed agent? How does that work into your legacy? An extra $2,400 a month. How does that fit into your legacy? What I'm working on right now, what Casper's working on right now, what Aaron's working on right now, what Bertram's working on right now, what our team is working on right now is marketing director. Okay. I have 5 agents. I help 10 families a month. I do 50 applications. That's about $60,000. And then I have a team. And this is the beauty of this business. We do not do multi-level marketing, but when you bring other people into this opportunity and they begin to write business, because you are the one that brought them into the opportunity, you catch the difference between what they write. So if let's say, who's on the call? Let's say Bertram's at a 30% and I'm at a 70% at promotional marketing director, I catch the 40% in between. So you have an opportunity by building a team, by introducing your team to writing business, to be able to increase your commission level to catch overrides that puts you around $180,000 a year. Now, 5 agents helping 10 families a month, is that too much for you? Is your legacy worth an extra 180 per year? And I'm not going to act like it's going to be super easy. Okay. I'm not going to act like it's a cakewalk. You're going to have to work, but the work is worth it. And what we're going as a company right now, and all of us will go for this individual, but as a company right now, Fidelity Wealth Group, we're going for Chairman's Council, 1.1 mil. 12 marketing directors. That's why we're a team. You got Casper, you got Bertram, you got Bishop and Lady J, you got Dr. Larissa, you got Sharita, you got you got Aaron, you got all these champions on the call who are going after it. So we can, as a collective unit, go sit at that Chairman's Council together look at all the millions of people that we've helped and the lives that we've changed and the dollars that we've made and enjoy it. How does that fit into your legacy? And I'm going to ask you another question. How much is it going to cost you not to start today? Can you afford not to start today? How many weeks are you going to let this go by before you say, I'm going to have that? Because it's up to you. All right. Where do we go from here? So, it's a leap of faith. Okay. Most businesses to get this type of coaching, to get this type of support, to get this type of mentorship, it's going to cost thousands of dollars. This opportunity does not. So this is what your investment looks like. You get enrolled to get your software. All right, you get enrolled. We have a software called Bamboo, which I will show you shortly. And that is what manages everything. That's where you submit your policies. That's where you work with the carriers. That's where you do all your information there. Then you do your pre-licensing. We are licensed agents. You can take this license and you can make money for the rest of your life with it. You do your pre-licensing, it's $20. As fast as you get it done, that's when you get it done. We have an incentive right now, $500 for the first person who gets it done and takes the test and is a licensed agent. You schedule your exam, which is $63. You get your fingerprints, you get your license, depending on the state. There's different costs depending on the state. That's the state of Georgia. You do your anti-money laundering and annuity certificate. So that way we know that you're fully trained up. And then that's your total investment is under $500. Not to mention you get great coaching, great teammates, great mentorship, an office that you can plug into and get training and get help closing your clients. I do not do this by myself. I've been new. I just got my license on the 25th. How could I get people in? It's because I have a system that I can plug into that works. Now, we got the system that works. There might be a bump in the road in the system sometimes, but the system works if you work it. So I want to say, can you afford not to do it? Because I know there's an opportunity that you didn't put more money into that you ain't seen a check, and we want to make sure that you see your check. That's our job. So we get you licensed. Once you get that license, we want to write some policies. So that way you can be in the comma club. It's great. We have a chat. As soon as somebody gets that first check and it's a comma, you join the comma club. Everybody gonna cheer you on because we want to make money. That's what we're here for. We make millions because we help millions of people. This is the software, Bamboo. It's a comprehensive management system. You can get the app on your phone. You can always pull up your numbers. That's what we're looking at just to make sure that our businesses are flowing. It has a CRM attached to it as well, so you can utilize that. And it's just a great tool for you to be able to run and use your business. That $199 that you pay does not go to us. Like I said, we do not make money off of recruiting. You need to be a licensed agent in order to make money and in order to get paid. And for some of you, the right pathway in this business is a referral partner where you get your license and refer business to other licensed agents. So you can split the commissions because we cannot pay you unless you're a licensed agent. Okay. So, Bertram or Casper, I want you to just talk about what happens without guidance. What are the costs of not having insurance?
Which one is it? The cost of what going around without guidance or going around without insurance?
So what happens without the guidance or without insurance? What are the costs of that?
Oh, well, you know what? I got a better question. Anybody in here ever had somebody that got hurt on their job or just died all of a sudden and had to watch your family try to raise funds just to lay them to rest or to help them pay their bills? Who's had that? Somebody raise your hand or get on the mic and tell me. Anybody? Come on. I got some. So you guys got to participate, man. This is a back and forth thing. Let's go.
Me, I have.
All right. Tell us about it, Ari.
I actually had a nephew. He was 9 years old. He was outside riding a bike and he got hit by a car unexpectedly and actually passed away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that. My condolences.
Yeah.
Tell us exactly how that impacted the family. And were they prepared with life insurance?
Um, we was we was prepared because it was actually my second nephew who had passed away. I had one that passed unexpectedly at 6 months due to SIDS, and because we didn't have life insurance at that time, my mom just made sure she put life insurance on all the grandkids after we had the baby die. But it was very difficult because you couldn't really grieve, and you had to worry about trying to raise up money for a funeral.
Wow. And our condolences. How long ago was this?
It's like 10 years ago.
Okay. So it's been a while. So it's good. But it's good that your family learned from the first problem that they saw. And this is why the Jewish community gets $1 million policies on their newborns at 9 days old. As soon as they get their Social Security card, they've got $1 million life insurance policy. How much would your family's life have changed for that 6-month-old baby catching SIDS and dying and them cashing out $1 million policy?
Yeah, it was the second time, well, when my second nephew passed away, it was very different because my sister was able to really grieve, take off work, and you can definitely see a difference from her first child dying to the second child dying.
See, and what's present for me is that when the first child died, it was so unexpected. Nobody was prepared. You didn't really have time to grieve. And that's the biggest part about it. And this is a child. This is somebody who's supposed to outlive you. You as a parent, I could not think or fathom on what I would think if any of my kids died before I did.
Yeah, it was very hurtful.
And then to not be able to grieve because financially you're strapped. That's how important this is. That's the key. And I hope every one of you guys are actually thinking about it. Listen, I can't grieve because I've got to figure out what exactly I got to do to make sure my family member is laid to rest. Organizing GoFundMes, putting together fish fries, doing all this extra stuff instead of being able to just let go. You don't have time to let go. That's what life insurance is for. That money allows you to say, hey, you need to go take care of this for me so I can grieve. Because you can pay somebody to do that. That's something you can buy. You can't buy a life back. All right, I'm off my soapbox, Preston.
I mean, it's just real, man. You know, like, you know, I don't, I will, you know, we all got friends, you know, and you know, I'm from Nebraska. Like, I remember when my homeboys went down, and you know, it was the first time I did life insurance, and like, you know, we really had to do the GoFundMe. You know, we had to do that. You know, and I was trying to tell everybody about it, and it was like, you know, it's the wrong time to talk about, try to promote your business. But you know, what you're really doing is you're helping families preserve wealth. You know, you're keeping plans intact. You know, you're making sure that those future generations have a leg up to stand on. And so what I want you to do is I want you to think about the legacy that you wrote down at the beginning. You know, I want you to think about that legacy that you've been working for. And like I said, 3 things that we're going to ask you for. Number 1, if you don't have life insurance and you need some, just put it in the chat, and we're going to make sure that we get you some life insurance or a policy, or at least have that conversation and schedule that meeting with you today. Take action on it today, not tomorrow. Just take action on it. Number 2, if you're looking to be an agent, you know, if you're thinking about like, man, I could do that. I could use some extra money. You know what I'm saying? Come join us. You got the best coaching, you got the best mentorship, you got a great team, you got a great system. You know, you can invite people to this call, and we'll follow up with them and give them the right information. And third, if you know somebody who needs this information, give it to them. Get them in contact with us. Everybody should write down 5 people. Write down 5 people and give it to the person who invited you to this call. So that way they can get them covered. That way they can get them the information that they need. We talked about the mission, and the mission is so important. So important. What's the mission? Millions of people served. Millions of lives changed, millions of dollars made. When you hear about somebody, we were just in the chat and there was a person who said, oh, I just got this person a policy and they just got a call from their doctor that said they had a diagnosis of cancer and the insurance company paid them out $400,000 because they had living benefits. So now they can pay for everything that they need to pay for. And now they're healthy and strong and they still got the money. That's what we work for. When everything goes wrong in a family and you got to have that day when we could say, hey, we can't do everything, but you're going to be taken care of. Your family going to be taken care of. They're going to be straight. That's what we work for. I work for my family. I want to make my family straight. I want to make sure that my family can have everything that we want to do. I want to put my family in a better position. I want to put my business in a better position. That's why I do this. So if you can get down with our mission, we want you with us. If that mission moves you in your spirit, get with the person who invited you to this call and let's get started today. Don't wait till tomorrow. For you agents on this call, if you have not done your 444 or your 888, what are you waiting for? Put some money in your pocket. Put some money in your pocket. Go out there and equip those families. It takes one. That one yes is all you need. You need to be on a mission because there's somebody who needs this information and you don't know who's yes and whose life you're going to change by being obedient. I got here because I had a yes spirit. I got a ton of other stuff going on. We all do. I got 2 children. We all do. We all got something going on, something else. But I had a yes in my spirit and I said, let me dive in. Don't be halfway. Make a choice, make a decision. Hey, I'm going to do this. And if you partner with us, we will meet you halfway. So that's the end of my presentation. Casper, I'm going to let you close this out. And Bertram, but if anybody has any questions or anything like that, we'd love to open the floor for that. And I just appreciate you guys for the opportunity just to share with you and just to be here with you and just to kind of pour into you and your spirit a little bit. And I just want to say to you, like, there's greatness in you. What action are you going to take on it? I mean, are you going to let it go another day? Are you going to say, what if another day? Or are you going to put a flag in the sand and say, this is my day. It's my winning season. Today's that day I unleash that champion. Today's the day I change my legacy. Today's the day I break the generational curses. Because that's what you're doing. People, it's not easy and it's not supposed to be. Everybody in this call will tell you, as soon as they got into this, things in their life went crazy. Because the mission that you're on is a mission that's kingdom work. You change lives, you change legacies when you do what you're supposed to do. So Casper, go ahead, do your thing. You're muted right now. And then I'll let you and Bertram close us out. If there's any questions, go ahead, put your contact information in the chat and go ahead and ask any questions in the chat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're kind of quiet, but we can hear you.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is the call that will change your life. This is something that will help you get to that next level, that next step. So it's time to just step out on faith. You want to be your own boss? This is the time. This is the opportunity. If you want to work for yourself, this is the time and the opportunity. If you want to schedule your own hours and work from home, this is your opportunity. Don't let this good opportunity pass you by and not take advantage of it. You have a great team that's going to be behind you. You have Flagler Finance, you have Fidelity Wealth Group, which is FWG, and you got a lot of team leaders that's going to be on your side, that's going to be behind you, that's going to help you grow. So just take advantage of this opportunity right now. This is not a sales pitch. It's about reality. You know, with this administration in office, this is the time for you to make that decision. If you're going to work for yourself, or you're going to be stuck in that 9 to 5. When it comes right back around, just like COVID, are you going to be essential to work? Are you going to have privileges to be able to work and go provide for your family? So I encourage you to get with the person that invited you to this call and make a difference for yourself. Make a difference for your family. This will create generational wealth for your family. It's what you put into it, it's what you're going to get out of it. So I just want to leave it there. And hopefully that we'll see some of you guys on the team and some of you ladies on the team, that we can all grow together, for sure. Bert, you got something to say?
Phenomenal. Hopefully everyone's learned something today. Hopefully everyone's seen a new opportunity, a new chance to change the legacy of your family, breaking generational curses, breaking cycles of poverty and feast and famine and all that good stuff. We just showed you some tools that protects money. Like literally protects and guarantees your money. How many of us need to learn about it? I want each and every one of you guys to think about that, write those names down, and get with the person that invited you so we can go ahead and educate your whole family, your whole community circle, your whole group. Because everybody needs to know, and a lot of us don't. And that's the mission. That's where millions of lives getting served comes from. And it starts with you. So if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. Talk to us. You can call me. I put my contact information in the chat. Call me anytime. Text me anytime. Email me anytime. I'm always on my phone. I'm always on my media. So definitely. But thank you again, each and every one of you, for coming. All our team members that are here, we appreciate you. Thank you for showing up, Cheryl. Thank you for showing up, Ari. Thank you for showing up, each and every one of you. Jill, Sharita, Sharika. Yeah, there we go. Sharika, King, Michelle. Everybody, thank you for showing up.
We'll see y'all on the next 3 times Dopes BOM.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Y'all have a blessed evening. We'll talk to you soon.